What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT and also Polo Sports News Plus. This is another one of Polo Motivation, bruh. Um, Polo Motivation, bruh. Look, y'all guys got to realize, man, that you are what you eat. Okay. Now, despite what some of y'all may think, um, I am an advocate for good health. Uh, I believe in eating right, taking care of your body, making sure you're getting enough rest, attrition. Attrition and nutrition is very important. It's more it's actually more important than physical activity because what you're putting into your body can determine how it can determine your future. You know, in terms of how you're living, um, and also how you perform too. Now, if you're just an everyday worker, you know, you're not playing the sport, you just a person that just works constantly, you know, a regular 9 to 5. Maybe let's say you work at an office, you know, uh, you don't really move around that much. You probably even had an injury in the past, you know, that prevents you from getting up and being as mobile as some people. Well, what I would say to that is because I've had a lot of people approach me and they'll be like, well, you know, I work at an office and I don't move around that much, and because of the injury that I've sustained in the past, or you know, past injuries that I've had, I can't really, you know, move around or stand on my feet that much or anything like that, and that's okay. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to be more smart about what you're putting into your body more than anything, because more than likely you're not going to be doing that much sweating. You're not going to be doing that much sweating. Um, you're not going to be perspirating that much, you know, and you need to sweat every day. Sweating is sweat. I don't understand. I don't think people understand how much sweating a great deal does for you. Some people don't like to sweat. Me, I love to sweat. I love to, especially when I'm exercising. Now, when I'm around, you know, a group of people, or you know, in a building, or you know, a get together, or a large gathering or something like that. Of course, you know, you don't want to be the only one, the eyeball, you know, sweating and everything, you know. Um, but you are what you eat, you know. You are what you eat, and what you're putting into your body is just as important as what you're out there, you know, doing in terms of everyday exercise. Now, if you're training for a sport, or you know, you trying to do it at I mean at the highest level, not just, I mean, even if it's for rec, you know, even if it's just for recreational fun, you know, you want to make sure that you the common thing that you want to do, and the most important thing that you want to do, you want to be getting plenty of water into your system. Okay. Um, you want to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. Okay. Uh, Hydration is extremely important. If you're drinking a lot of alcohol and you turning up all the time, because I'm not going to tell you, you know, what you should or shouldn't do. Me personally, you know, I'm not going to be guzzling that much because alcohol dehydrates you. Okay. So if you play a sport like basketball, if you play a sport, if you're out in the sun and you're playing football, common sense is going to tell you that you're going to have to, if you're drinking and you drinking like consistently and you think that you're going to go out there and perform right, 9 times out of 10 you may be able to do it, you, for just a while, but eventually it will catch up to you. And also you have to realize is that you could have sclerosis to your liver for a very long time and not even know it. Salute to you, go Mike. I see you in the building. You said everyone don't know I'm 215 with the 6 pack. I'm doing crunches. I don't ever want to lose my 6 pack. Well, Goat man, you keep on doing what you're doing. You know, it's about doing what you're doing, but you also got to eat right. The same way that you ate when you were, let's say, when you were 18, when you get up like in your late 30s and in your 40s, you're gonna have to change your diet. Okay. Um, like my boy Goat Mike, man, he could probably get away with it right now because he's just entering into his peak. I think Goat Mike is 24 at this point in time. You're entering into your peak. So when you're at your peak, and in your prime, your metabolism and your metabolic rate is. Sorry about that. Um, your your metabolic rate is at its highest when you're at that point. So you're gonna burn things off a lot faster, and stuff is not gonna lie in your body. It's not gonna lie dormant for an extremely amount a long time. Uh, if you don't like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and you're not a person that's a fan of eating a salad or incorporating fruits and vegetables, you want to start off slow doing it because your body does need fruits and vegetables, and it needs a lot of them. The common thing that you are really supposed to be doing, you're supposed to be eating at least 5 fruits and vegetables each day. Now, if you can't eat 5 fruits and vegetables, then do it the other way. You might want to, try incorporating a smoothie. Okay, um, incorporate a smoothie with a lot of fruits, essential fruits and vegetables. Also, when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you're getting a lot of greens uh, into your body, you know, because you want to make your body as alkaline as you can. Don't try to make your body acidic, because um, when you do that, it's not going to fare well um, in the end. Um, you al- you always want to make sure that you're eating foods um, that are heart healthy too. It don't matter what age you are, right? You want to make sure you want to make sure that um, everything that you eat is beneficial of your heart, because your heart is a muscle, man. A lot of people don't realize that your heart is a muscle, and you're utilizing your heart when you're running. If you play basketball, okay, you want to be sure that you're getting an adequate amount of protein. Okay. Now, if you're not a meat eater or anything, don't get it twisted. You could still eat vegetables and still get your proteins in there. A lot of people don't realize that broccoli, the vast majority of greens that you eat have proteins in them. If you eat a lot of spinach, if you eat a lot of kale, if you eat a lot of broccoli, if You're eating a lot of, like even cucumbers. They have protein in them. A lot of people don't understand that. They just think that, oh, I have to eat a whole lot of meat, or I gotta have, like, a whole lot of, peanut butter or something like that. No, there's other ways that you could get protein in you. Um, I look at a guy like Derrick Rose per se. Okay, a lot of people don't. And Mike, hey, don't, man, listen. You said couldn't imagine being fat ever again. Hey, look, man. As long as you keep on doing what you do in terms of your exercises, and you staying consistent with what you do, man, you'll never go back to that. But if you slack off and everything, then you have a good chance of being back where you were, and not being at the weight that you truly desire. But it all boils down to what you're putting into your body. A lot of people, they get upset and they get mad with what the doctor is telling them. They'll say, "Oh, well, you have high blood pressure, or you got high cholesterol, or you're having heart problems, or you got diabetes." Well, think about it. It's all in what you eat. They're there to tell you, the signs are there. You know, um, it's not just about exercising. Okay, exercising, believe it or not, it's 75% of it is nutrition. Okay, 75% of it is nutrition. The other 25% is physical activity. I should say 75% attrition and nutrition. A lot of people don't understand that. And a lot of people don't even know what attrition is. You know, um, attrition is your lifestyle. Also, you got to watch what you putting into your body too, in terms of your lifestyle and what you're doing. If you're doing a lot of heavy smoking and a lot of heavy drinking, you can't be surprised if your doctor is going to tell you, okay, well, you got this wrong with your body and you got that wrong with your body. You know, uh, listen, I'm not knocking anybody, that smokes, or that drinks or anything like that. That's your lifestyle. If that's what you choose to do. But just know that there's consequences to what you do. You can't be upset if the doctor is telling you, okay, hey, look, you have this wrong with your body. Just, you know, if you're smoking or you're drinking and you're not eating right, try to take it one step at a time. Stay away from fast food so much. I know it's hard, man. I love burgers. I love fries. I love shakes, man. Ain't nothing like a good In and Out burger, man. Ain't nothing like a good, Five Guys. Ain't Man, I'm telling you, ain't I love fried chicken. I love all of that stuff. But if you eat that on a consistent basis, you're not going to perform well. You're not going to look right. You're going to be always looking, sluggish, and feeling tired. And sometimes it's not really all about how you look. It's really how you feel. But of course, people want to be the best version of themselves. They want to be, they want to look good as well as feel good too. And there's nothing wrong with desiring that. But you got to think about, when you if if you're working at a job where it requires you to maybe be out in the sun, and you're always sweating a lot, or you're moving around a lot and you got to sweat a lot, and it involves you being it's a physical nature type job. Well, of course you're going to want to eat right, and you want to make sure that you incorporating a lot of salads, a lot of fruits, and a lot of vegetables, and drinking a lot of water. I've told people before, okay, and I know y'all not gonna believe me, but you could do your research on this, okay. A lot of people think that Gatorade is good for you. It's not. Okay, Gatorade is not good for you. It's loaded with sodium, so that they could, jack it up with sodium or whatnot, so that because you do have to have some sort of sodium in your body to even out the electrolytes. However, it's also loaded with a whole bunch of sugar too, and those the stuff in Gatorade that's really not that's harmful to your body too as well. You want to just be getting just fresh water. Listen, I'm not with the, oh yeah, it's got to be alkaline water, or it's got to be, pH balanced water. Look, to me, water is water. Water is water. Some people, that's up for debate. Uh, but as long as you hydrating and you're not putting a whole bunch of sugar into your body, you want to stay away from so much sugar. Sugar Sugar is more addictive than crack. Real talk. Let me see. I'm sorry, man. Let me read these comments. I'll stay up 2 hours after eating, never sleep right after eating. Yeah, that's facts, Mike. You always want to make sure that you never sleep on food. You never want to go to sleep on food. You know, you said after after I eat, I'll sit down for like 30 minutes and then hit the treadmill and some crunches. Yeah, everybody's body's different, Mike. There might be some guys that might want to step out there and hoop right after they get done eating. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some guys that they need to let their food digest for a little bit. So to each his own. What I will say is that you have to know your body, because uh, what your what your body may be able to handle, mine may not, or what that person's body may be able to handle, then they may not. There might be a guy that could drink, smoke, not get any sleep, and go out there and still perform well. You know what I'm saying? That may be uh, a testament of really strong genes. But if I try to get out there and try to drink, try to smoke, uh, try to do a whole bunch of partying or whatnot, right? And I know I have a game that I have to play. I know that for me, that's not going to work for me, you know. So don't try to keep up. Don't try to keep up with anybody else, because then you're gonna wind up doing more harm than good. You said my job requires stamina and strength, so that's why I stay in shape year round so I can perform my stuff daily. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You want to be in shape year round, not only for your job, but just for life in general. You want to be able to perform general. Nobody wants to see you out walking hunched over, slouched, and all that other stuff. Nah, see, you see, Mike, and everybody else is listening. What y'all got to realize is that when you go into the military, you're taught to stand up straight and have good posture. Um, they work out pretty much every day, you know, and the reason why is because you they, they want their bodies to be in tip top shape. You want to stand straight up and be confident in how you look, and you want to look presentable. But if you look at somebody like that's been partying all the time, don't get no rest, um, putting a whole bunch of drugs up in their system, not getting no rest, don't get to gym, don't do any of that stuff. Guess what? You look at that person, and then you stand them beside a person that's constantly in the gym, got good posture, getting good rest, and got good nutrition. You're gonna see the difference in between the two. And it might even show in terms of their features too. You know, you said if you got no stamina, you will not last at my job. My job is so hard. You got to stay in shape or you will fail. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Mike. That's what you have to do. And you see, like I was saying, like I look at a guy like Derrick Rose, okay, earlier in his career. You see, a lot of guys don't realize that Derrick Rose, and shout out to D Rose, He's a great player and everything, but a lot of people don't realize that he didn't have the best diet in the world, and it eventually caught up to him. That's why he dealt with a few injuries in his career. When you don't eat correctly and you out there trying to play uh, a sport like basketball that involves your twitch muscles, you're gonna wind up hurting. You're gonna wind up hurting yourself. So it's good to make sure that you eating right and also getting your rest uh, as well. Um, what'd you say? You say you don't eat no meat. I stay away from beef and pork. I was on a alkaline diet for quite some time. I plant based. I was on plant based for quite some time. I don't I try not to I try to stay away from like pork and a lot of red meat, you know. On occasions I'll consume it, but not that much, man. My diet, uh I try to make sure I eat as much fruits and vegetables as I can. I love fruits. I love fruits, man. I love my favorite fruit is pineapple. I love watermelon, strawberries, grapes, green apples, red apples, oranges. I got oranges right now. Um, and yeah, I'm kind of like what Mike is just saying. Like, I don't really eat. I don't eat throughout the day. You're really not supposed to do that. You really. I do a lot of fasting, intermittent fasting. I won't have sometimes I'll go on a 3 to 5 day fast and just drink nothing but water. Uh, and then I'll consume my meals after that, because we're really not supposed to be eating that much. Um, our bodies are designed are inclined to actually live 120 years, you know, but the fact that the environment and the lifestyle that we cut our chances short by what we put into our bodies. If you go on a fast, if you do intermittent fasting every day, it'll change your life. You won't have to be on all these medications, for blood pressure, diabetes. Your chances of getting diabetes will be less. Your chances of having heart disease will less. All this stuff. That's why, like, me personally, I don't feel like taking a shot would do me any benefit, for the simple fact that when you go on a 3 day fast, guess what happens? It boosts your immune system, and that's what you want. You want your body to be at full immunity, and that in turns happens with nutrition. So what you want to do, man, is if you're eating a whole bunch of fast food and stuff like that, you need to cut that out, because when you eat all of that food that you're eating is dead. You want to eat foods that are alive, man. It's like Dr. Sabi once said, you want to make sure that you're eating electric foods that are alive, man. Um, you know, I I was considering at one point in my life going raw, just making all my foods raw. Of course, that takes discipline, and I'm not going to sit here and advocate like I'm doing it, but it was something that I wanted to test out for quite some time. But look, the whole point of it is, man, look, your body is your body. Uh, you know, to each is it to each is everybody own. I listen. I can't tell you what you put in your body is good for you. You might be a person that could go a week without eating and then still be, functioning great. You might be a person that may need to eat they hamburgers 3, 4, 5 times a week or whatnot. But either way, you have to understand that when you go get a checkup, or you go to the doctor, you go see your physician, you can't be freaking out and get mad. You have to understand what you did, you know, for them to tell you, oh, the bad news. Okay, you want to try to prevent having that bad news, and go get your checkups too. Just because you young, that doesn't make you exempt from anything. Okay, Chadwick Boseman, uh, he was he was he was in his 30s. He was in his 30s and still ended up getting colon cancer. But they say, the standard that you're supposed to get your colon check when you, like, in your 40s or whatever. No, you tell them, nah, I want to be checked. I want my heart, all my organs, lungs, kidney, liver, everything. I want everything checked, even my damn brain, because they got brain cancer. It's just like the lady that just passed away, Miss Suzanne, God rest her soul, Suzanne Douglas. Suzanne Douglas was a beautiful woman. She looked in shape and everything, and she was 64 years old. You know, but that's getting off the topic or whatnot. But what I'm saying is you want to make sure that you know what you're eating and knowing what you're putting in your body. If you're doing a physical activity, a job, like my boy Goat Mike said, you want to make sure that you eating good and you sleeping good, and you being in tip top shape, because when you go to that job, you're not going to be able to perform. And if you plan a sport and you plan to play professional or college, you're going to have the extra edge if you're eating properly, eating and drinking properly, and making sure that you're living a good lifestyle. So look, man, um, it's been good hanging with y'all. Like you said, during my day is all water and fruits for me. Body is trained. All right, y'all. Hey, look, it's Polo Sports Talk and ENT, and also Polo Sports News Plus. Look, y'all. Hey, like I said, man, it's a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and we just have to do our best to make sure that you are you are doing everything possible to have that extra edge, and nothing will take place. Hey, look, the Most High, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Okay, there's nothing that we could do about that. But why not? I'm sorry about that, y'all. Why not do your best to lessen your chances? Why not do your best, to lessen your chances of having something take place. You know, so just remember, you are what you eat, and you are what you put in your body, and make sure that what you're putting in your body, it benefits you in the future. All right. It's Polo Sports Talking ENT, also Polo Motivation, bruh. Dropping some more gems on you. Hit that like, share it, comment. Also hit the notification so you're able to get my future videos. And until then, man, I'll holler at y'all.